Imagine, as I said, that we might be served at an impoverished member of royalty's table. We might be served not Chateaubriand and a fine champagne, but perhaps whatever their meager house can offer us. A little fruit, some pastry, grape juice, whatever they can find in their larder. Now, for instance, they might serve us on a fine piece of silver, a slice of brown apple. But at least they have made the effort by serving it on a brown apple serviette. You see, a brown apple serviette. It shows a certain noblesse oblige to do this, even though the apple is very meager and obviously worm-eaten. But sometimes they are so impoverished, they have even had to pawn their poor serviettes. Well, let's say they serve us in a bowl like this, a lovely sort of Rembrandt still life of brown apples, and I think we can get a good look at that. How do we take the apple out? We look for our apple tongs, and these are specific. How many people have used these for sugar? I should be embarrassed to admit it. You are social pariahs for doing so. Anyone who saw these at table would know these were for apples. Apple. Pomme d'amour, as the French say. Now, we picked these up, and of course, Betty or Felicity or whoever the kitchen help is has sliced these in a very crude manner. They're far too big. They should be sliced in a very delicate manner. So if you can't pick them up in your apple serviettes, you simply must stab them while creating a distraction. This is very embarrassing, but if you do something like this, for instance, oh, look, Halley's Comet. Everyone turns, stab at the apples, throw it down on your plate. Whoops, look, it even vibrated the apple right out of my control there. Well, you'll see what I'm saying. Use your apple tongs with discretion, but a certain amount of valor. All right, now, how do we eat this apple at table? What do we use? We use our apple fork and an apple knife. These are not to be mistaken for meat or poultry. These are obviously apple pieces, you can tell. This is 5 1/4 inches long, and I can eyeball this at 8 7/8 inches. All right, let's go. Ready? We slice. Always the fork in our left hand. This shows the continental breeding. And we slice. Lovely. Now, let's pretend that there's cheese on the plate. We'll put a slice of... we have a piece of pastry here. Look, they've offered us a rather old piece of pastry with an apricot sort of center, and I hope those are raisins and not beasts. Are these raisins? Good. All right, lovely. One is crawling, though. Well, what do? We look for our creature killer. Yes, where is that? Someone's stolen it. Here it is. Don't be afraid. Just pick it up and catapult it right off the table. Lovely. All right, now... we're ready to go. We eat the pastry, and this pastry has a cheese garnish on it. I should say, Limburger. So don't be afraid, Pick up your pince-nez, on it goes. Lovely, lovely, Ivana. What a festive dinner you're serving. And on we go. We pick up the apricot. The apricot looks like it might be 3 months old. So, off it goes. What else do we have here? Oh, I know. We have, the pastry strenier. The pastry strenier helps to filter out unwanted materials. We pick it up and shake, sift, and over. There we go. Oops, my. Well, we mustn't... Now, wait. I heard tittering in the crew. Yes, we mustn't laugh during this. If a member of nobility has a problem with a piece of silverware, we must look the other way and talk about volcanoes or parents' death or things like that. No, and don't be afraid. Pick up your silver and try again. You're a member of the aristocracy. We don't give up. We just pick up our silverware. Try again. There we go. Well, that wasn't too bad, and we flip it back down. Lovely. I think we're doing just fine. Now, as the final challenge in the world of etiquette, I'm going to do my famous vaudeville act in which I don my finger handcuffs, and I will prove to you that an aristocrat can eat anything under the most dire of circumstances. Can have quiet peace. They are on. As you can see, they are irremovable, although Mummy seems to have a little edema in her right hand. But it is that time of the month. All right, let's begin. And we pick up a piece of pastry and apple. Now, we picked up a little bit too large a portion. But, as you see, I am locked in my handcuffs, so I can't put it down. So I must simply go at it. Not shy away. I mustn't simply nibble at it like this. No, I must put the whole thing in my mouth and continue to carry on conversation. So here we go. We flip up the pince-nez and... You see? It can be done. It can be done. Lovely, Ivano. Love the garden. Mr. Godolphin. Yes, Mr. Homady. Lovely to have seen you tonight. I think that concludes our manner lesson. Au revoir, my dears.